McFarlane has almost finished the Mortal Kombat Classic line, but that begs the question, who are we missing? Let's crack this case. Greetings, it is I, Agent Zman here. On today's report, we'll be talking about the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat Classic line. Now, to give McFarlane credit, we have a good roster currently with a good selection of characters mixing from the ninjas to the heroes and a few villains. The current roster we have are Liu Kang, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, Kitana, Melina, and with Toy Fair's reveals, we have Jade, Johnny Cage, Noob Saibot, and Ermac. Now, they're obviously the variant characters, but they're not main roster characters. I mean, they're variants of the main roster, so they're on a separate, shelf. But today's video is more so about who we're missing. Now, I will divide this into three sections: hero, villain, and secret character. So now, let's get to it. For the hero roster, we only need two characters to complete that character selection of heroes. Now, we need a Kung Lao. He is a great kind of companion piece to Liu Kang, as they were the titular Shaolin monks. And also, come on, he's a character who throws his hat. That screams action figure and like an essential for this classic line. And the other character we need is Jackson Briggs, another classic character, although this is his debut look. So he didn't have the metal arms when he debuted in Mortal Kombat 2, which, later on he did get those metal arms. But I think this is still definitely a great option to be had, especially to complete the Mortal Kombat 2 roster. But there is another character we could potentially get, and that being of Sonya Blade. Now, she only appeared as a background character in Shao Kahn's arena, as she was captured during the events between Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2. So that's why she looks like her Mortal Kombat 1 look. But I think, if we wanted, like if McFarlane wanted to, he could give us a Sonya Blade to, give us more world building for this Mortal Kombat Classic line. And I think that'd be a great way to, branch out, as there are characters we could get from Mortal Kombat 1, but definitely for 2, we need Jax, Kung Lao, and potentially Sonya Blade. But now let's move on to the villains. Now for the villains, we are missing a few characters, so let's just get straight into it. We need a Shang Tsung. Not the old man Shang Tsung, but his rather more youthful look that he had in Mortal Kombat 2. So that would be a great, offering, especially if you pair him with Liu Kang, as they are, the rivals of those games, or, all of Mortal Kombat. Then we do need a Baraka, and we know McFarlane is no stranger to doing a Baraka, as he did one for the Mortal Kombat 11 line. So please, let's get a Baraka, and I hope we get some, interchangeable Tarkatan blades. So in Mortal Kombat 2, it was more metal, but I hope we could also get like maybe a bone one, if, just for more variety. But I could see him being offered as a 2-pack, maybe with Kung Lao, as they are rivals in some games, but not all. And the last two characters are the bosses of the game. Now, the first one is the sub-boss of Kintaro. Now, he is similar to Goro with the 4 arms, as he is part of that race of Shokan, but he's a cat with 4 arms. But I could see him being offered as a Mega Fig offering, so it's definitely going to be a bigger box rather than the smaller arcade boxes that we get. So maybe they reuse the 2-pack boxes, but obviously just make it for Kintaro. And last but not least, we need a Shao card. Now, Shao Kahn is the main bad guy, and he also did get a figure in the Mortal Kombat 11 line. But obviously, this look he had in Mortal Kombat 2 is less dragon scale and more, guy in armor type of deal. So that would be a great fit. Although, another character we could get, and he's not like the big boss, but it's more so that he cameos in the game as a background character, and that is Kano. And that is his look from Mortal Kombat 1, as he was not playable in Mortal Kombat 2. But like I said about Sonya, who knows, we could get, gap fillers of the line mixing from the first game to the second game. So that would be great. But yeah, those are the villains we need. Now, the last section of this report is the secret character. We have two of the other secret characters from Mortal Kombat 2, which are Jade and Noob Saibot. Now we need the last member of that secret roster, who was Smoke. Now, we unfortunately got Ermac instead of Smoke in the reveal from Toy Fair, but, hey, we all love the Mortal Kombat ninjas, so I don't mind that we got Ermac, but the fact that he took more importance to Smoke, where like Smoke actually appeared as a secret character in the game, whereas Ermac didn't appear until Mortal Kombat 3. But hey, it's still good. I think there's definitely still an opportunity to get Smoke. There was a clear variant figure that was revealed at Toy Fair as well. A lot of people, myself included, think that is just a reptile but invisible sort of variant, which is like, yeah, that's fine. You gotta make use of the bodies. But if that is Smoke in his more like invisible look, because he could also go invisible, rather also just disappear. But if that is that variant, then that's an interesting offer. But we definitely need a normal single boxed Smoke. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining in this report on the Mortal Kombat Classic line. I do hope we get these characters and finish this line, but if we don't, at least we got a few characters. And, almost all the ninjas if we don't get Smoke. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, share, and also subscribe to Zman 12 Bat. I'm your host, Agent Zman, and have a great day. Bye.